Okay, so we are going live in 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome back to uthq, and I have an esteemed guest with me whose name is none other than Triman Ranvir. So welcome, Triman Bhai, once again to United Talk HQ. First of all, how's everything going and how's India? That's my first question to you. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a month, I guess. Yeah, it's been more than a month. Not month, more than a month. I think it's been, yeah, it's been 3 weeks that we met last time. I think it was 3 weeks ago that we met in each other. So how is India? I want to ask, like, how's India for you, and how's your first impression about India when you landed in India? Because after that we didn't have any proper conversation and stuff. So
slowly but surely getting used to it, and like especially with the timing difference from Belgium's like 5 hours difference than Belgium. So yeah, now I'm getting used to it and just enjoying myself actually in Minerva right now. Yeah,
yeah. So you're training with Minerva, and also you're
yeah,
training with I think Tectro Lucknow.
yeah.
What's the
Yeah. I'm training with the first team of Delhi FC and the Tektro look now team. Yeah, so I'm
yeah.
training with both. Yes.
Okay. So how's the training going? I mean, like, if you compare the training in Belgium and then you compare the training of Tectro Lucknow or Delhi FC, what are the challenges you are facing, or you can say what are the things you have noticed that, yeah, this can be changed, or this is better than there. Some changes you want to see, or you are like, if there is an upgrade, or it's like normal. It's a normal training going on right now.
First of all, the upgrade is especially me playing with the senior team, because I haven't played with senior teams that often. So it's still something that I'm learning every day, especially physicality wise is good. And I think the training sessions of Delhi FC are really good. Today we had a really good session again, and yeah, it's mostly grass field here, not like artificial like I'm used to. So it's still a bit of adapting for me, as I'm not used to the pitches, because like in Belgium we train like 90% on artificial, like sometimes on grass. And
Yeah.
now playing always on grass is still an adjustment that I have to make. But yeah, I think of course there's a difference of level, but I don't see it that much because I'm playing with seniors now. Not if I play with kids of my age, I see it more. But yeah, I play with guys that are bigger than me and still have more experience than me, so I'm still learning. So it's not like it's a piece of cake. It's still hard work, and I have to put the work in. It's not like I'm coming from Belgium, it's going to be easy. In my opinion, it's equally as hard for an Indian player to go to Europe and vice versa. So an European player going to India, equally as hard.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
If you can explain, like, what exactly, I mean, like, it's like you said, an European player coming to India is also tough. In what terms you mean it's tough?
Culture wise, especially because it's a different culture for me, even though I'm Indian, it still has a toll on me, and I have to adapt with the people around me. Like even small words I don't understand, like coaching wise, they coach me then, so I don't understand what they mean still. And there are a lot of different cultures in India. It's not like Belgium, you have like French and Dutch people, and that's about it. With I mean with language, but otherwise, I mean it's oh, Harry joined. How are you, brother?
Alright, I'm good. How are you?
Fine, brother. So
Yeah,
yeah,
just
where
just
was
need
I?
a second to just set it up. I'm
Yeah.
really sorry if for this, just a second.
Are we gonna see the chat actually? Because I don't see any comments, or haven't they been?
No, the problem with this one is you have to have a second device if you want to see the chat, because I'm doing this in a different software. That's why.
Yeah.
I think Musarbai can take a chat and we have to only
Yeah.
can say.
I'll be telling you what's in the chat, and so
Sure.
I'll just make one window once for Harry also.
No problem.
So how the training going on, brother?
Really well, really well. I had training with the Delhi FC first team today, so it went really good today. Yeah. Like I said to Musa, it's still different than I'm used to, but yeah, it's going well. How are you guys actually? I haven't asked you. It's all about me, but you're also here, so tell me.
Nini, very well. I think response for Indian football is massive. I think
Yeah, it's been really massive
there are
for
so many people.
There are a lot
So
of guests
many people
lately,
are
yeah.
wanting.
Also, the Steven Constantine situation also going on today. I've
yeah,
read
yeah.
on
Yeah,
Twitter.
he is set. Yeah, his last tournament is Hero Super Cup. So new
It's weird.
manager will come in.
It's weird knowing that you're fired, but you still have to do your jobs. It's so weird situation.
Yeah. In a
They
life
should
of
have
a
said it
manager,
after the Super Cup.
life of a
They should have
manager.
done it after the Super Cup. Yeah.
I think yes. If Nagelsmann can't,
There is
what
no
you say
guarantee.
that
There is no guarantee,
hold,
especially if you're talking
no
about
guarantee.
coaches. There is no guarantee.
Uh,
And
no guarantee. Yes.
if you look at the current situation or current scenario of Indian football, you need to be more competitive than Europe, because we know the system is kind of run in a fast-paced environment. I think you know better than us,
Yes,
because we
yes,
are sitting
definitely.
afar and watching it. You are
I mean,
inside the
I mean, a
Indian
good
football circuit right now. So
a good example for this is actually the Julian Nagelsmann situation in the Bayern München. It's also
Yes,
like,
yes.
how is he set? Like he was like
It, it,
doing really well.
it, it's
So second
it's not
place.
only about the footballing aspect right now for any manager
Yeah.
jobs. I think how your relation with club, how your relation with the core group of team. I think if I think there are a couple of months back there is a news that Muller and Manuel Neuer is not happy with Nagelsmann. There is a rift between them. So something like that also you can say is the reason for the manager sacking. So nowadays it's a really tough.
Yeah.
yeah, so I was asking, like, I want to know, like, suppose a player like you is coming from Europe and he's trying to adjust in the Indian conditions. Like you said, it's equally tough for a European player to come to Indian conditions and play football, and also to a player from India to go to and play in Europe, in European football.
Yeah.
I just want to know, as a European, you're coming from Belgium to India. Like you said, there are different kind of pitches. There are some environmental issues sometimes. So how do you see that? Suppose a player is going from India to Europe, how tough it's gonna be for him?
I mean, it all depends where he's gonna go and which team and which culture he's gonna be surrounded with. But still, it's probably gonna not be easy. I mean, it's still a different culture. Everything is new for you. But for me, it's luckily easy because I've been a few times to India. I speak the language. I can speak a reasonable bit of Hindi. I understand it. I speak Punjabi, so it wasn't that tough for me on that side. But imagine you don't speak the language, it's still gonna be a tough experience for you. But yeah, it depends where your motivation is at, and I think if you really want it, you can learn it. And if it's your daily job and you're playing football, I think you can make the right adjustments.
Right.
I want to know, Musir bhai, from Triman bhai, that what is the difference of physicality? Because there is so many people want to know that is Indian origin player, या फिर Indian players particularly are good enough for European football physicality wise.
Physicality has multiple like meanings. I mean, first of all, physicality is also like endurance running. I mean, that term, I think Europe is much better, like endurance wise. I think on the other side, I mean, physically, like being strong, it's good. It's strong, players are strong, but especially for me, I cannot compare because I'm now, like I said, I'm playing with adults, and there in Belgium and the Netherlands, I was playing with kids around my age. So for me, it's more physical here. But yeah, I don't think physicality is any issue. This may be more tactical, like especially attacking football. Like defensive, I don't see many issues. I see midfield is also reasonable. It's just like scoring goals. That's where we draw the line, and we don't score. And the finishing is not that impressive to say, at the least. But yeah, that's where I stand on that. Yeah. So maybe tactical more, and maybe a bit technical, but still a lot of good players here. It's maybe it has to do a lot of it coaching more than the players itself. I mean, to have a better structure and more licensed coaches in India would be beneficial. Maybe more foreign coaches in the youth department instead of only like first team wise. But I think if grassroots needs to improve with foreign ideas, but not copy their ideas, but like implement a few things and make an Indian football its own identity instead of just copying a philosophy from one team and just applying it. It doesn't always work that way. So I think take good things from every club and then just see what matches right.
Exactly. So like you've been training with the, like I said, with Delhi FC and Tektro. So
Yes.
if you compare it to your previous clubs, I think the one thing that comes into your mind is the pitch which you're playing in, because you used to play in the artificial pitches there in the Belgium, and right now you're playing in natural turf. So what are the challenges
Yeah.
you're facing when you're playing on the natural turf? Is it very hard for passing, taking shots on target, or throwing the long balls? Sometimes I know, okay, the stud gets stuck in the grass, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's happening with you.
The main issue is the benefit of an artificial ground is the climate does have less effect on the playing
Exactly.
surface. And now it has been raining in Punjab. I think this week it has rained twice and like really heavily. So the pitch was like useless for like 2 3 days. But like it's not the fault of the team or anything. It's just like nature called. And so like I'm saying, then we couldn't play on the pitch. And then when we did play, it was like wet and like it's just. Not that easy to play on that sense. But luckily, the big field here in Minerva is like really good compared to other pitches like in India. So it's really kept well maintenance. Like if it didn't rain, they spray water on it, and then I think that why it's good. It's a good grass ground to play on, so don't have any complaints about that. It's just like every grass ground has its negatives and the cons.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mhm.
maybe when it rains, it's a bit of an issue, but that cannot be changed.
I want to know about your preferential position. Where do you want to you can say want to play? I mean, yeah, is a striker or as a winger?
The thing is with me, it depends on the team. Sometimes I see myself playing really good on a striker, and then sometimes I see myself playing bad as striker. Then I go winger, then I play well there. So I have few positions: right wing, left wing, and striker, and it all depends on the day and on the team and who I'm facing. It just I see where I fit the best at the moment. But I can play all three positions. But mostly I've played striker.
I am asking because there is a you can say the only position striker position where India is you can say
Lacking.
lacking and you can say in the talent wise because we don't have so many striker of that quality because you see in ISL there are almost every team has a foreign striker, so that's why I think the position where India needs to be strengthened because after Sunil Chetri sir I think we have tried so many striker but didn't get that successful you can say, so that's why.
Yeah, like I said, most position I played the striker like most of my life, but I can also play winger. I'm kind of versatile on that, but yeah, like I said, my most experienced position is striker, and I think it always will be that. So that's no problem.
So like, what's your preferable? Like you want to play box to box, proper striker, or you want to play like a target man, or you want to create goals?
Number nine, false nine.
Yeah. You want to.
I think it depends on the team system. I love everything of that. I like the whole position of striker, but yeah, I can mostly be like false also, but it really depends on the team. I cannot say now I play this and then the team has another system. So it's kind of be a first run on that and adapt on the system of the team. And it's not all about Triman these days.
Yes, yes,
It's hard to believe, but
definitely.
yeah, it's still I have to adapt and see how my teammates play. It all depends.
So like,
I
yeah, please.
I want to know that what are the first when you started in Belgium? What are the first you can say lessons where teaches there? I mean, you already you can say I think it's 10 15 days here also. So what the difference you find that what are the first instruction in the Belgium system where about passing or you can say overall how do you they see football?
Yeah, I mean, technically, like I said, it's a bit different out there. Like pressing wise, it's a different system than here in Manila. Maybe I'm just not used to the system here, but I find it a bit better there and more efficient than here. And another thing, maybe the first thing that we are taught is like in ball position, go ball B plus, we call it in Belgium. Like you have to go wide and open to receive the ball and make space. When you're not in ball, the other and you get compact and make a block. So then when the ball is in the left side of the pitch, the whole team goes there, and then you keep moving and just you repeat that process. And just like the basic things. I mean, that's the main thing we are taught. I don't know what the players here are taught at a young age. I haven't played here, so yeah, that's what I can say about Belgium and what we are learned in the beginning. That's like the first steps.
Right. So which is your preferred foot? Is it left or right?
Right.
So typical Indian food here. Typical Indian food out here. Okay. So like, forget about your Indian adventure right now. I just want to ask you regarding your previous adventure. Which was the best team you played in? Which was the best team you played in, and also which were the toughest opponents you faced? And also, we want to know your favorite goal which you scored. First, we'll go with the best team you played in.
You really threw a bomb at me. It's like I have to think about that one. Should have told me so I could prepare. Your first question, my best team I've played in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like club-wise,
Club-wise,
like
of course, club-wise.
club-wise, and there's team-wise. Club-wise is probably AFC Tbilisi, which is the ex-club of Eden Hazard and Torgan Hazard,
Yeah.
and Kylian Hazard, the third
Yes.
brother that
Yeah, the
nobody
three
knows
brothers,
about.
yeah.
So they all played there and grew up there. So I'm fortunate enough to have been playing there and played there for a year. But because it was in the French part of Belgium, like Belgium has the northern part is like the Dutch part, it's called Flanders, and the south is like Wallonia.
Okay.
And I played there, so it was a bit difficult because I couldn't speak the language at that time. So with the coaches and stuff, and the teammates didn't really go as planned, but still a great experience, and I learned a lot there. And team-wise, I think especially the team I played in the Netherlands, the academy, it was a really good team, and we won against a lot of professional teams also.
So, which was the toughest opponent you faced ever? Like, you were like, man, this is gonna be hard.
I know directly. Yeah, I know directly what team say. Like, it's the Rot-Weiß Essen of the under-90s, still Bundesliga West Division. It was crazy because it was my first team with the first game with the academy. I think second or first game. So from going to the highest amateur of Belgium, playing against a Bundesliga side, it was like a reality check that I'm not so good because the level was so good. And then like I mean 90 minutes, or I think I played like 60 minutes or something. I just pressed. I did nothing, just pressing the whole game. And then if you get the ball, it's an honor. They never get the ball. They pass so good. We still managed to play a good game. We lost like 1-0, and they scored like last minute. So it's still a good experience, and I learned a lot. Yeah,
that's the great thing. So which was the team, like you scored your first goal, you can say, which was the team against which you scored the best goal of your journey?
Sydney Class under 19 Belgium second national division. I mean, I don't know if you saw my highlights where I did like from the right flank, I dribble like 2-3 guys. I go inside.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
Yes,
against that yellow side.
That's right. Yeah. That was a tremendous goal.
I don't know. It came out of nowhere. Like I see that I beat my defender. Then I saw a big gap on my right side, and then I just went for it. And then I had the fortunity because somebody wanted to push me. He pushed me in front of the other defender, so I passed him because he pushed me in the back. Then there was like one guy left, and I passed him, and then the keeper came, and I was in a tight angle and just shot. But he didn't protect his first post, right? Because he didn't think I'm gonna make that shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Luckily, I made that shot. Yeah. A lot of people blame.
I remember that goal.
Yeah.
That goal was the same like the Rashford scored against Barcelona. I still remember. If Harry remembers, I don't know, but yeah.
I can't remember that goal.
I remember.
Of course, you don't want to remember that. I think Triman remembers that goal.
I remember that goal. Yeah. A lot of people blame the keeper for that goal, but the thing is just the quality. You can't blame him.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I think, Triman, like now you're training with, like I said, the FC. So how's the training going, and what's the system? How do you start your day? Because there are many people who want to know, these things. So
I do it like this. Sometimes you have like the Tech team has match day -1, and then I train with the Delhi team, and then vice versa. So when the other team has match day, the day before I train with the other team, and then so I see which what your planning is of the team, and then according to that, I'm in the group chat of both teams, and according to that, I make my planning. Each day is different. Like I said, due to the pitch not being playable for a few days, we had like a gym session, which also was great and also important for football. So we did that, and we have breakfast from 7 to 9, I think. 7 to 9, yeah. Then 12 to 14, we have dinner, and then lunch.
Lunch.
Lunch, yeah. And then in the evening from 7 to 9. So, yeah, then we have then you have dinner. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dinner.
that's
Okay.
good. So,
I want to know the how do you find the life you can say around Chandigarh and Delhi? I mean, it's a I think quite a difference. matlab, you can say from Belgium to here. So do you like it or you find because 4 days here is also matlab, you can say ki, it's very good.
About Delhi, first thing is maybe gonna. I don't know if it's controversial, but I'm 100% behind my point. Is I didn't like it. I didn't like the city that much. Chandigarh, I love it, but Delhi, I don't know. It's just a city with a lot of people, and I got sick there.
It's very
So
congested
actually,
city,
the
and
problem the
the
problem with Delhi is it's a very historic city, and also right now
yeah,
it's the
हाँ
business hub, a big business hub of India.
हाँ
And depends in which place you want to go. And when you come from a
yeah.
place like Belgium, where you have a
Belgium
gap
हाँ
between people and
I
yourself.
couldn't. I couldn't even breathe properly there. It was
Exactly.
like really.
Because in Belgium or
yes
in anywhere outside the country, you have a gap between you and people, and the system, the environment is very different. But when you come to Delhi, you come to Mumbai, you come to places like this, which are little congested, you get a little bit of homesick. You kind of get like, "Bhai, where
Yeah.
am I? Why am I here?"
Mm.
The other thing is,
That kind of vibe. Yeah.
the other thing is when once I came there, I got food poisoning straight away.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
Like
I
didn't it
remember you
didn't
mentioning
it
that.
did it did spoil the experience. Maybe it's because of that, but it didn't start off right. Maybe I'll give it another chance one day, but not for any foreseeable future. I'm planning to go there, but if I'm there, let's see. Chandigarh is absolutely beautiful. It's a nice city. Once I have time,
it's a
I'll go out there. Yeah.
it's a one of the city which by you can say through planning has been made. Chandigarh and Gujarat's Gandhinagar is those two cities are made with planning, proper planning. So there
Yeah,
is a
you see
you
that
can
in
say
the architecture. Yeah.
Because I think those are
architecture.
more modern cities. I think those are
Yes.
Yes, yes, of course.
more modern. So there are many
Mm.
comments coming in. First thing is, I'll take all your comments, but they're asking, the first thing they're asking is, what about your professional contract? I would go with the first question there. What about your professional contract? Asks biology chapters. So in the planning on the contract, or you're still working on it, uh, like you got offers on your table, stuff like that. Just a small preview of that. I want to tell the ones who are watching right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of also working on that, but mainly it's just about training at the moment and just getting that right rhythm and just playing each week and training every day. And just that's what I'm mainly focused on because I have to be prepared. And if I get a chance to play somewhere, then I will. But yeah, about clubs, like I also mentioned in my interview, Caleb Blosser had an offer for me, but due to like some difficulties, I'm not saying it didn't work out, but still could be. But like the issue was with they didn't send any flights to me, and they didn't send any contract. I didn't even want a professional contract, even just an amateur contract which says I could stay till end of the season because they wanted me to play in the Reliance Youth League until the end
Mm.
of the season. I could stay there, eat everything. They promised me everything, and I love the Manchapada. I love Kerala Blasters. Big fan base. It's my favorite club in India, and like again, the Manchapada is absolutely fantastic. And then that's one of the reasons I want to play there, just to play in front of the Yellow Sea, like amazing. And then the problem was they didn't want to send anything on paper, and then that's where the issue
Paper,
comes. If I go and it's a trial for me, and they said I can stay, but they say I can come, but then it's a trial or something, then you never know, and I'm not interested in trials. I think I've proven enough. I come from Europe. I have good highlight videos, and I have enough quality to play there. And I think yeah, maybe because of the climate difference, everything, that factors could lead me to not have the best performance in the beginning because it's going to take a while. But yeah, that's why they gave me 2.5 months, but then said, okay, give me something on paper, give me a contract. And then that's where the issue came. And yeah, I'm not interested in that. But yeah, I still would love to play there. Absolutely crazy fan base. And yeah, hopefully we can make something work in the
In
future.
the future, yeah, surely. So any news on like you're getting at least the semi-professional contract so that you can play in the development league, or maybe just competitive game, something like that, some game time. We'll be able to
Yeah,
see you.
the new regulations in this season is that each team in their lines youth development can have two OCI or POI players, an overseas Indian identification people or like an POI person of Indian origin, 2 people in each team, so that's perfect for me. I can play right away. Don't have to wait till my passport process has finished. So yeah, that's where my motive is right now. Just find a good team and just play that league. But yeah, like I said, I want something official where I have I have my own place and I have some rest. Otherwise, if you don't have anything on paper, you cannot play freely and have the feeling that this is your club. Then you're just like a guest or something. So that's why I really wanted something official, and Rajesh sir understood me, and so yeah, we made that decision together just to see out other options at the moment.
Right. So how's I think Harry Bhai left, so we have to again set it up properly. Just a second, guys.
You could also read the chat out until he is back, and I can answer some of the questions.
Yeah, better. I'll do that now.
Yeah. You should have used the other, I think, the other applications
Yeah,
better. Then
actually,
I
the
can
problem.
also.
Oh, he's back again. He's back.
Sorry, I got a call.
Okay.
So again, you can say, मुसा भाई फिर से करना पड़ेगा क्या आपको?
हाँ, मैंने कर दिया है. Anyways, it's okay.
Yeah, bro, there are so many people asking me about also that what's abhi, I think Musa bhai also asked the same question regarding you can say the planning. I mean, from next season, are you seeing yourself as in I League, ISL clubs, or you can say still in the development league, or you can say I League 2 clubs or something like that?
To be honest, if I have to choose between the I League or the ISL, I would prefer the ISL, as it's more technical league than the I League, and the I League is more a physical game, which I'm not a big fan of, or it doesn't suit me very well. Just playing physical and less technical, I think, and ISL have the better platform to show myself.
Because the thing is, you are already confident that you can make it to the ISL, and you have got time on your hand, because I think you have around there is a long way to go. ISL is next season, maybe starting from September, as per sources. The next ISL will be starting from the September month. So I think you have a lot of time on hand, and also I think, like you said, it's better to play in a technical league rather than a physical league, which is you're not confident in playing, because the I League, we all know, it's very very physical. So that's the thing, right? So which clubs, if someone came calling, which clubs would you prefer? Or it's like, no, I would just want to help someone, I just want to help a club out, if by the fierceness you have, yeah, with the technical ability you have as a striker, as a winger, also you can play in multiple positions, which will help any team out. So what's your preference?
Like coming back to Caleb Blasters, due to the fan base, would be my preferred choice. And on the other hand, you can think about this. You can have like a team like Northeast United, or like a team that is not in the top 4 or 5 teams, but still where I have more chance of proving myself. So it depends on the situation and what the offers are. But yeah, you could say Caleb Blasters. On the other hand, you can also see like an approach like Northeast United or Odisha or something like that. But yeah, it depends on the approach. But like club wise, I like Mumbai City. I like Blasters. I like every team actually. I don't have any grudges against any team or that I don't like. So if any teams give me an offer, I like them all. But yeah, I like Killer Blasters probably the most.
Okay. Will you debut for any team soon? Vishnu bhai, like he said, he's still in the development process. Soon in the future, you will see him having a debut. Surely we will let you know very soon. Ashish Seni asked that, can Ranvir play at striker? He plays multiple positions. Like he mentioned, he can play on the left wing, he can play on the right wing. Also has a second striker and the first striker also. What's your height? Ranvir, everyone is asking, what's your exact height?
Like 1 meter 80. I think it's 5'11", something like that.
So it's
at the age of 18.
Yeah, at
So
the age
it's
of
decent.
18, yeah, it's very decent. You're gonna touch 6'1", 6'2", maybe in 2-3 years right now, because still you will be growing.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
But
So
I think it's a decent height.
yeah,
I
5'11"
think it's
is a
good
decent height. In football, it's a very decent height. But there are
Still
guys
above
saying,
average, yeah.
come to BF. come to Kerala Blasters, please come to Man United, come to Besiktas. So there are people who are calling you to multiple other clubs also, not only in India but outside also.
I have a task to finish in India first, and then we'll see.
Yeah. Um, come to Northeast United and save us from drowning. Pranbhai is saying, come to Northeast United, save us from drowning, because right now they are drowning. You know.
I think, like I said a few minutes ago, even before the question, I would also like to play there. I think it's based in Guwahati, I think, and
Yeah.
like one of my friends actually, and a close friend of mine, he played there. He was a captain. Benjamin Abo is his name, and he is from Northeast United, and he's a Belgium national who played there. He was a captain for 2, 3 years, I think. So I don't know if you know him. It's yeah, and then I contacted him actually, and I said like you are a Belgium, I'm Indian Belgium, and then it's good to see you going to India and playing for my country in my country. So yeah, I hope to be his footsteps and maybe be the captain of the team one day.
Oh, that's nice. Ranveer, please maintain diets properly for a great long journey. Surely he's doing that. Surely he's doing that, and he'll be doing that in the
Yeah,
future also. So
Minerva Academy provides really good nutrition, good food, and I enjoy it. Yeah, so I have no issues on that. It's really good.
yeah, right. So what's your diet? Like people, all every time they are curious about footballers' diets. So what is exactly your diet?
It's like typical Punjabi food, like the basics, mostly vegetarian food, which I have no issue eating. I can also eat non-veg, but yeah, it's like in the morning you have peanut butter, jelly, toast, like something like that, and you can also have in the lunch and dinner rice, roti. You can have like sabji, dal, everything. So it's pretty versatile. Also, it's really
So
good. I like the food.
I've been hearing from people that this all stuff is like it has a lot of calories also. So how do you see that? I mean, like if you are putting up a lot of calories, is it bad? Is it good for football? I mean, like, yeah, you are running most of the time. You are running. I know you are
Yeah.
burning a lot of calories also. So so how does that work?
Actually, I'm trying to gain weight, so I don't mind if there are a lot of
Yeah.
calories
Okay.
in it. But another thing, it's not successful. I haven't gained weight in I think a year or two. I'm really trying to eat really much, but I think due to the high volume of training sessions I'm doing, and also in the Netherlands at the high volume of training, I didn't see much results on that side. But it is what it is. I can't beat my metabolism.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to know how much do you run maximum in one match? I mean, how many kilometers?
Actually haven't tracked that. I couldn't say that to you.
Oh,
I wish I could. I haven't tracked it or have like the chess piece or anything. I haven't worked that,
ju-
but I can tell you like if I go for a run, which pace I run, which how much kilometers. So if I go for a normal run, I do around 10 kilometers. I think an
hmm,
average pace of like 4 minutes per kilometer, and I do like 40
hmm,
minutes for 10 kilometers on average. My best time
hmm,
I ever did was like 37 minutes and 40 seconds. And
hmm.
yo-yo test I did like a 19.67, I think.
Oh, so
That's
you are
nice.
selected for Indian cricket team,
Really?
19.6. Yes,
Really?
yes, yes. There is a your criteria for I think 16.5. Yes,
That's
16.5 for
easy. That's
Indian
really
cricket
easy.
team.
That I can
Hmm.
do when I'm not fit for a year. That's no issue. Because I did that to be fair, I did that yo-yo test when I was just came from Belgium and I didn't train for like a 2, 3 week period because coming to there and just for first meeting family and took a
Yes.
while. Then
Hmm,
I met Ranjit sir
hmm,
for the first time and then I did the yo-yo test. So it wasn't fit at all. And then the other thing was when I was running, I was a final player. I think after 17 already. So it was like 5, 6 minutes running alone. And then when you have like a person that's neck on neck with you, we say in Belgium, like
neck. Huh.
yeah,
Hmm.
then it's a bit you're gonna push yourself more. But I was like already alone for like 5 minutes, and then I think mentally that has a toll on that. So yeah, I think I have potential to have some more in the future.
What about the sprint and the speed? Because we have nowadays we are fans really want to know the speed because they are comparing Kylian Mbappe's speed and Alfonso Davies' speed.
With me? No, 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 I'm not close. I mean, I'm not that rapid. I think that's not. If I'm being honest, I'm fast, but I'm not like extremely fast. I can run at a good pace.
Uh,
I'm better in long endurance than short. I need to train that a bit more. I think especially for football, short endurance is better. And just gonna train some interval and that. I think that's gonna help me play that. Yeah.
I think Musir in ISL we already seen some Indian player. I think around 30 to 33 kilometer. I think per
Yeah,
hour.
yeah,
I think
in the
yes.
whole match, they run around 38, not 38, around 32 to 35 in between that.
32 to 35.
Yeah, and also the thing about Indian national team is we saw what happened. Chatri was the player who, being at the age of 37, okay,
38
yeah, 38 right now. He's the player who is running more, who is having
most.
the more speed. And I think if the young players, I don't know what young players are doing. I don't know if they are running, if they are putting the hard work, or maybe the ISL money has put on a break for them, to do better, to be better, to run to their potentials or something like that. I don't know what's going on in the background, but I want to ask from your side. I think any footballer in the Europe, or also in India, who is really into football, who don't stop at their best. They want to be the, what they say, the very best of themselves. Yeah, you can say they want to touch their potential. Exactly, right? So how do you see that, and how are you working? Right now I'm doing my best, but I want to do better than that.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the difference between mentality. I think Sunil Chetty has like elite performance at mentality, elite footballer mentality. I think you can compare it like Ronaldo's mentality also. And as a really hardworking player, and you can see it. Like it was I saw on a reel on TikTok or like Instagram where he said like he's the oldest, but he's still fitter than everybody else, and it just shows the hard work he's put in. I think a lot of young players can learn from that, and I'm also willing to learn from him. And it would be an honor if I could one day even play for the national team, and if I have the chance to not to replace. I think that's not an easy task, and I don't think anybody can replace what he has done for India, or just to be even on that position. It would be an honor, and yeah. So I can say we can all learn from him. He's a legend of the game, and yeah, just be blessed that we could have the same time period as him and just see him play.
So did you watch the last match where India played, and what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I saw. Didn't see the match fully because of the training, I think, but I still saw a bit of the match. I think we won. That's the most important thing, I would say. But still, it wasn't a convincing win. I think there were a lot of question marks. I think that if we want to go to the next level, this ain't gonna cut it. We need to, if against a opponent, I think in Myanmar, we have to win at least 3, 5, 4 goals or something if we really want to play that World Cup. And I think if we continue like this, we won't be able to make it in the near future. So we have to really make some changes and think grassroots-wise what's the issue and what we have to change.
So I think
I want to,
yeah. Harry,
yes,
please.
Mr. Bhai.
नहीं बोलो पूछो.
I want to know about the what's your opinion about the Indian football philosophy, because AIFF also recently are working on that to develop a Indian football philosophy, because we currently didn't have that you can say playing style which every country, I mean in top countries in FIFA they have a certain playing style. In Myanmar also we already seen that how they are. I know they are not in the, you can say, same level as us, but the playing style has been there. We have seen the transition of their players, and passing also has been good. So how do you say that what should be the Indians playing style which you can say our player are capable of to implement in the field?
I mean, it starts like I said, grassroots wise. I think you have to start from the ground up, and like in Belgium, what the difference is, each team, or they are inspired by the national team or like the first team. When mostly the first team is even more like how to say, the philosophy comes from the first team, and then like in Belgium, play the 3-5-2. I don't know if you saw the World Cup. We played in a three five
Yes,
two
yes, 3-5-2.
formation, and we are encouraged the youth teams to play in a 3-5-2 formation. And I think that's the definition of grassroots. And then each team playing 3-5-2, the most of them, and we are like really encouraged to do that. And then playing that formation, I think it says a lot about how much invested they are in the youth. And I think also the Netherlands, one thing we can learn from them. Well, every World Cup earnings they make, I think they have heard they invest in the grounds, and then even low-level teams have better grounds than the most ISL teams, because the World Cup earnings are invested back in football of the Netherlands on grassroots level. So, like things like that, I think just the government has to invest. It starts by them. Like that's the beginning, I think.
Okay.
So have you been watching the development league, and what do you think about it? Because you have been playing in a development league in the Belgium. Also, you have been playing semi-professional football there. You've been playing professional football there. So if you look at the development league in India right now, what do you see the differences?
The development league thing is I haven't seen any videos of this season, but I've seen from last season. I think where Caleb Rosses and such teams played in the Premier League against Premier League clubs like
Yes, Kerala
Southampton,
Blaster.
yeah,
Mm.
and
Mm.
Bangalore FC I think was also
Yes,
playing.
Yes.
Bengaluru FC versus Kerala Blaster are in final of the National
Yes,
League
yes, yes.
last week.
So yeah, I think to be honest, the level was it was decent. It was really good. I think you couldn't see any bad things, but of course I didn't see the full match. It was like only the highlights. So I get
Mm.
to see in full match, and then I can give my full thoughts. But on the highlights, it seemed good. Players seem really fast and really technical also. So it sees a bright future. But I think it comes again when it's about scoring goals. That's where we really lack.
Yeah.
I think that's a great point, Mr. Urban, because I think the main complaint, which I already also earlier mentioned about the striker, because if you say that ISL clubs are also why they are going for the foreigner striker, because if you can't score a goal, I mean you can't win the match. Simple as that. So I think that area where striker we have, I think not enough. You can say talent pool, which are in a good level, definitely.
Very true. Yeah.
I mean, why is there no Indian striker not scoring goals, or it's about his concentration on the pitch, or is about his technical ability, or it's about his finishing? What's the main problem, do you think, if you see an Indian striker playing up front as a number
Training.
9?
Everything is about training. They don't get a good training. It starts with it's nothing complicated, just training. Because like I did a finishing session one time, and in the finishing session I only shot a goal 3 times. And
Hmm.
like how can you explain that? And it just starts from there. It's
I
just
think
about good
it's more
level
about
training. Yeah.
also decision making also. I think the right time, because we already seen there so many Indian players are you can say one pass earlier, you can say shot maker,
Yeah.
But
where
yeah,
they shot
how,
outside
how
box
how can you develop
frequently.
that? It's just training.
Uh,
It's nothing more than
hmm.
training. Once you, I think for me, to be honest, like one-time finishing is still one of the difficult things I find. I think when I got space and I can take control and look at the goal, then I have a good finish in me. But like
Hmm.
sometimes from a cross, I still find it difficult to get the ball right. And even if you get the ball 1 millimeter off, it's
Hmm.
shambles. It goes like really off. And then
Uh,
it's just all about technique and training. I think once you get like the hang of it, like players like Lewandowski and such, even they make mistakes, but they got the hang of it, Harry Kane and such, and that then you see the quality, and it's just about repeating and repeating and training that one over and over again. And I think we are repeating it enough, and they do it like every 2-3 times a week. I think really finishing sessions and such. I don't think we do that on that level, on that on that pace. So I think it's just about repeating and training it and just giving a lot of focus on the attacking football instead of offensive, because I think here what I've experienced, there are a lot of focus on the defensive side of football and tactical defensive wise, and then they give the training session around defensive football, how to not concede. But then if we focus more on the tactical side of it and then just give a really attacking wise tactical training session, I think that would be beneficial.
Right. So like there are massive differences between the Belgium coaching and the Indian coaching. What's the most best thing you like about Belgium coaching, and what the best thing you like about Indian coaching? Are there, if you can't compare them?
Mm, that is a difficult question. I think Belgium coaching. I think if they coach, it makes some sense. I think like it depends on every coach. I think, but they mostly got also sometimes I feel Belgian coaches they are more quiet and they don't scream every time for no reason. They're like more observative and then they tackle the situation. There's not about just screaming and then coaching and just to coach. There's a difference about coaching and coaching just to coach and to show everybody. I think
hmm.
if you're really gonna speak up, it has to be to solve something how to improve something, and just screaming around won't help anybody. I think I'm not talking about anything in particular here or anybody. I'm just what I'm observed. So I'm not talking about anybody in particular or any team. So I'm not talking bad about anyone personally. So I'm just saying what I've observed. But I think in Belgium, they tackle the situation really well, and they help players on that sense better. Yeah.
I think मुसरवा आप कैसे कोच हो, चिल्लाने वाले कि
No, I'm most of a observer type of a coach, bro. I don't shout.
I think the perfect I think the perfect example is the coach of Man United, that is the Netherlands. I forgot his Van Gaal, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, not Van Gaal, Erik ten
Luis
Hag.
Van Gaal.
No.
The current one?
I mean the older. No, the older one. Van Gaal.
Van Gaal. Luis Van Gaal.
Yeah, Van Gaal.
You watch training videos. He's just like this.
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
training. Is just
Yeah.
Watching, and then if he speaks, it's about when it's really serious. I think you should make players make mistakes, and then so they can learn from it. Make the mistakes, then speak to them, and just not
Exactly.
speak just to speak. I mean, that's the main difference.
That's my philosophy.
Okay.
You will learn from your mistakes. You learn from your mistakes. That's my philosophy. With
I want to know about the Rondo training. Is it given importance in Indian academies about Rondo? Because we see in Europe, Rondo.
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 Okay. Rondo is a great exercise. We do it every training in Belgium also, but we did a Rondo here one time, and it was like two people in the middle, and I think the rest of the squad around it. That didn't make much sense. I mean, I think if you're gonna do a Rondo, like 5v2 is perfect, even 6v3 or something like that. But I think 20 guys against two, that Rondo didn't have much of a benefit for any kind of reason. Maybe team building. It was funny. It was fun. But I think, and still, the two guys managed to win the ball really often against 20 people. I think, and that was a bit of funny experience. I never did that in Belgium before, but I mean, maybe it was for team building wise. Maybe to have some fun in the team before training, could be. But it means football wise, it didn't have any benefit for anybody.
Yeah, हरे भाई कुछ पूछ रहे थे आप?
नहीं, because in European football, I see almost every team is given a very importance to Rondo, because they almost every day, I think in 2-3 groups they done this Rondo practice. So I think in India, I want to know that is there any importance to this?
What I noticed, what we did every training and what we rarely do, I haven't done it yet, or not, maybe one time, is position drills. Like just no goals, just keep the ball in your team, like a 5v5 or like 3 teams, 5, 5 and 5, and like one presses and then 10 against 5, like something like that. Just a possession game. Haven't done it, and that's what we did at Londerzeel in Belgium. We did that every training session. Like that's the basic, and that helps the team go wide, and then the team that's in the middle has to press all together, because if one guy doesn't press, it determines the fate of the team, and they have to run every time. And then, so that's, I would say, is the main thing that's I miss a lot of Belgium position-based training drills. So that's it.
Right. So I'll just take a few comments which are coming on for you. Like, hello guys, I'm back.
Sir, by this, Google Meet is showing that this call will end in 9 minutes.
Just a second.
So is there a limit in Google Meet?
I guess so. Okay. We'll shift. Oh my God. I think we have to shift again. Okay, no issue. We'll see some. 1 minute.
Let's do the questions first, maybe, or what you want to do it on the other.
Yeah. I'll do one thing. I'll just
How many people are watching? Actually, I haven't couldn't see the
There
live
are
count.
I also don't get idea.
There are
Harry,
300 people watching right now. There are a lot of comments are coming on your way.
Your camera.
Yeah.
Put your camera a bit lower. Let me see you better. Now we don't see you that much better.
I'm in my, you can say, I have in a relative's house, so it's all different.
No problem. It's better like this. Then before it was like only could see like half of it. Yes, Musa, you were saying something?
I'll do one
How
thing.
many people?
I'm creating a normal recording.
Another link.
Yeah, another link.
I think you have to shift that link in this. You can say आप वो उसमें shift करना पड़ेगा आपको.
इसमें
Prism में shift करना पड़ेगा ना वो link को.
अच्छा, हाँ, I'll do that, I'll do that.
यूट्यूब लाइव को आप डिलीट मत कीजिएगा, आप बंद मत कीजिएगा। आप
हम्म,
सिर्फ वो प्रिज्म में जो ये क्या बोलते हैं गूगल मीट वाला लिंक है ना, उसको
हम्म,
ट्रांसफर कर दीजिए। आप जो स्क्रीन कैप्चर कर रहे हो ना अभी से,
हाँ, वही उस पर
अभी
ट्रांसफर
जो
करूंगा ना
गूगल,
मैं।
वही वही सेव कर दीजिए तो हो जाएगा।
वही मैं करूंगा।
How many people are watching again? Didn't get you
There
last
are
time.
365 people watching right now, and they are just I'll just
Yeah, last time it was like 40. No?
yeah.
हाँ, we are getting a very good response, so people are noticing, and
When
more and more
people are
people are
watching.
joining.
Yeah, the thing is people are joining. That's the main thing, and I think
हाँ,
it's a very good thing that people are curious about Indian football, and this is what we want to see also, that people want to see Indian football. That's the main thing, and that's our main goal, that we want to increase the love for Indian football in the hearts of people who want to watch Indian football and have no no proper blogs, no proper videos to get information from. That's what we are trying to do here.
Yeah. And if you start a second link, I can also try to get a second device so I can be more interactive with the people that are watching. So if you do that shift, meanwhile, I'm gonna try to get a second device if
Sure.
possible.
No issue, no
Just
issue. Yeah, you can.
Harry, bhai, actually,
so
where are you actually now? Are you in India?
I'm in Gujarat.
I've heard of it. I'm not sure where it is. Is it far from Punjab?
Yes, far from Punjab. It's near to Mumbai,
Okay, okay. Near Maharashtra, I think it's called, no?
Maharashtra. Yes. We have also one academy started here, Ahmedabad United, which founded by the Netherlands founder, which already established one academy in Bengaluru. It's called Bengaluru City FC. Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Yeah. Okay. It's good foreign investors. I think India
uh,
at the moment are like the sleeping giants of football. I
Science,
think
yes,
yes, and
definitely.
I think it's an
Mm,
untapped market. I think if the right
mm.
investors put their money in now, I think they can because it's a market that is yet to be
Market,
touched.
yes.
Actually, yeah, and a lot of
Mm,
people also like I mean population wise, and I think if
mm.
India gets the
I,
same
I think
attention as cricket, yeah,
India needs that's one spark of a moment, which in cricket we have achieved
World
in
Cup, yeah,
1983 World Cup. I think if India in Asian Cup also achieve something, or you can say Olympics, or you can say
yeah,
in terms of the World Cup qualification, I think then there is a no limit, and there is a no looking back. I think then people are going to join. So that's the
a
thing. I
massive
think you
rigs.
heard about RIFC from. I think they are also playing in I League 2. They are from Gujarat Academy, RIFC.
Yet to know about them. Sorry, I'm learning so.
No problem. Gujarat is not much about football, to be honest.
Mhm.
Here, slowly, you can say more and more people are going. I mean, younger generation are more interested in football. You can say rather than cricket. So that's the thing. So I think I think one decade, I think more of you can say more people will definitely
Yeah.
in Gujarat.
Harry, I sent you the link. You can check. Okay, and just forward it
Yes.
to Triman also, so that I'll just
Yeah, sure. I'll join
Okay.
in a minute. Yeah.
So we both are living this. Is
yeah,
it?
leave the stream, and we'll just join. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. See you guys later. Yeah?
Guys, really sorry for that, because the problem is the Google Meet is not working properly here. That's why. Hello, Rahul bhai, welcome back. Yeah, how are you? I'm really sorry for the technical glitch that happened in middle of the stream. Triman and Harry bhai will be joining me very soon. Just hold on tight, guys. I'm just setting this up. One second now.
Okay. I send it to Triman bhai.
Triman, okay.
Okay. I already sent it to them in WhatsApp. How long? कितना लंबा चलाना है?
बस और एक half an hour, that's it.
Okay. I think comments काफी सारे आए होंगे.
हाँ, कमेंट्स बहुत सारे हैं. मैं तो लिया नहीं हूँ, एंड वही कमेंट्स लेना है नेक्स्ट इसमें, इसके लिए.
कमेंट्स आप लेना स्टार्ट कर दो, मतलब उसी के क्वेश्चन.
So guys, 5 minutes में Triman will be back. Just put on your questions in the chat box, in the comment box. आप अपने questions डाल सकते हो. Still around 200 people are watching this stream, and there are many comments coming in also. So guys, keep on commenting, keep on typing जो भी आपके मतलब दिल में है, जो questions आपको पूछना है, हम लोग ज़रूर उसके ऊपर डिस्कस करेंगे. When he's back, he'll be back in 5 minutes. Just he's joining. ठीक है. तो हेलो राहुल भाई, कैसे हो? फौजी ने ज्वाइन किया है, सुबल सरकार ऑल्सो जॉइन, प्राण भाई भी ज्वाइन किए हैं, जितेन भाई भी ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं. देवजीत बिस्वास से त्रिमान भाई टेक अ हार्ट फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल. हाय देवज्योति भाई. फुटबॉल नेटवर्क ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं, मैंकबॉन ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं, एजान मर्दी इज ऑल्सो कमेंटिंग, फर्जी बॉय, यूनाइटेड विशु, SC11, सब लोग ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं भाई लोग. बहुत सारे ऊपर भी लोग हैं जिनका मैं नाम ले नहीं पाऊंगा. तो इतने सब लोग, थैंक यू सो मच. कुछ देर पहले 350 की वॉचिंग चली गई थी भाई, कुछ देर पहले 350 की वॉचिंग चली गई थी. दैट्स अ वेरी गुड, ग्रेट न्यूज़. आई थिंक
भाई जो भी लोग भाई जुड़े हो, प्लीज गाइस हिट द लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब बटन गाइस, बिकॉज़ लाइक करना बनता है ताकि और लोगों तक भाई जो इंडियन फुटबॉल को देखना चाहते हैं उनके तक भाई यूट्यूब का एल्गोरिदम पहुंचाए. तो लाइक करना भाई काफी जरूरी है.
एग्जैक्टली भाई, लाइक करना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. आप अगर लाइक करते रहोगे तो ये जो यूट्यूब का एल्गोरिदम है वो ये वीडियो को और भी आगे तक पहुंचाते रहेगा, एंड उससे क्या होगा, और भी लोग जुड़ेंगे और भी मज़ा आता रहेगा. एंड त्रिमान भाई जुड़ चुके हैं, मैं उनको 1 मिनट में अभी यहाँ पे ऑन स्क्रीन लाता हूँ.
Just trying to find the live chat.
Just a second. कहाँ पे गया?
Am I in the live now?
Yeah, you are. Just a second. Now you'll be in the live. Yeah. Yes. Really sorry guys, थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल का प्रॉब्लम हो गया था, टेक्निकल ग्लिच हो गई थी, इसके लिए सब छोटी चीज़ें होते रहते हैं. तो भाई लोग, it seems like Triman bro is a fan of Punjabi songs. So who is your Punjabi singer, favorite Punjabi singer to you? Like,
I think there's only one answer, Sidhu Moosewala, 100%.
Sidhu Moosewala. Great choice.
Punjabi, of course, yes.
Yeah, I guess a great choice. Everyone is asking यार, everyone is asking that Triman Ranvir को कितना टाइम लगेगा to play in the Indian team? This like
yes, I think eagerly waiting for
injection in the Indian national team, because we all know how important it is for us to see you in the Indian national team, because we need a proper box to box striker and out and striker who can play in multiple positions and score from them, not just play. We want someone to keep on scoring, because we have a team which is very creative, which can really create good chances for a striker. So what's your take on that?
I mean, I think I can gladly announce, actually I've signed with Ranjit sir, like on an agency term. And so now he's my agent, and he will be representing me, and I'll be like his apprentice. Just like Himanshu Jangra was, or like Anwar Ali. Like I'm gonna be that type. He said I'm gonna just be like them, and I think like his work shows, and the beautiful things he has done for those players. And I think if I just work hard, and I think he will help me get to the national team, as he said, and he said I have the potential. That's why he brought me along to his academy and signed me actually. So I think if I just work hard, and I have a reasonably big chance that I'll be playing in the national team in the coming years. First, think about just finding a club before I'm thinking about the national team, because also the passport process is gonna take some time. Not sure
Yeah.
how long, but it's in works. But I think first a club, playing with my OCI card, and then seeing what's the best choice from there. But yeah, I really want to play for the national team as soon as possible. I think the end of the season, I think in a few months, the under 20 is gonna play. I hope I can get something before that, a club, or but it seems unlikely. It's gonna be too fast in the near future. But I hope after that I can play for the national team.
So like, what's your plan? First, you want to get in the under 20s, under 23, then you want to go into the national team, or you see yourself like at least you can get on the bench of the national team.
I mean, step by step. I think first of all I have to play for the under 20s before I want to play in the bench. I think it depends on my performances, but I think it's reasonable to first get some game time with the under 20s before I just sit on the bench with the first team, I think. But yeah, I just want to play at those blue colors of India, and be a blue tiger officially. That was the objective, and that's why I gave an I'm yet to give up my Belgian passport for that, but that's why I took this risk, and that's why I came here. So why wouldn't I?
Okay. So the thing about the I League and ISL, like you said, that the I League is kind of more physical. The ISL is more tactical, technical. Um, so there are many people who are saying like here Genjalin Bhai is saying like, don't sign for an ISL club too early. Even if they approach you, don't make the same mistakes like many Indian youngsters made. They signed up for a club, then they are not getting any game time. Like many Indians don't want to join I League or I League 2, where they can get maximum game time. What's your thought on that?
I mean, it depends on the contract and on the offer, and if you're promised game time, I think it depends on each, and I think depends on the person's mentality. I think if they're after money, it shows, and yeah, you have to risk your game time for that. But I think personally, like I said, and I will keep this opinion. I'm not talking bad about the I League, but I still would every day prefer to play in the ISL, even if it's a bit less, because I think the game style just doesn't suit me in the I League. It's just physical, but less quality, to be fair. And I think ISL is more has more potential in the future. Also, not talking bad about the I League, of course. I think it's also a great platform for Indian players to show themselves and to make the step to the ISL. But I think just the ISL edges for me, and I think you also get more time on the ball. There's more tactical, and then it's just not about when you get the ball, five players are surrounding you, and just to take the ball without any game plan. I think in the ISL they understand the quality of the other opponent, and they are wary of that. You don't see in a Premier League every guy going behind the ball and just tackling him or something, just doing something stupid, because they know the other player has quality to just pass around us, and they're gonna have open spaces. So I think in the ISL that's better, and it's gonna be easier to prove myself in, to be honest. But yeah, if I get off from an I League team, I think I would also really consider. I think there's a lot of great players in the I League also, and yeah, there are a lot of potential to play in the ISL too.
Okay. So did you get your passport? There are people who are asking like, how close are you getting your passport?
Yet to know. The apply I
It
have
it it,
applied,
take,
and it's
it
in
takes
works.
it takes time, guys. It takes
Yeah,
time.
I have to show that I'm in India for this while, and that I really want to stay, and everything, where my parents are from, everything, like all that paperwork has to be done.
Mhm.
But yeah, like mainly I just want to play with my OCI card first, like in the Reliance Youth League, where I
Mm-hmm.
can play immediately. I can just start playing from today.
Mm-hmm.
Kerala Blasters wanted me to. I could have played for the Kerala Blasters. Like yesterday, won like 5-2 against FC Kerala. I could have
Mm-hmm.
been on that
Mm.
pitch, but I didn't get any contract or any flight or anything. Like, how could I be certain they're gonna keep me till the end of the season? Giving your word doesn't mean a lot in Europe,
Ah,
let alone in India.
Yeah.
Europe.
What
Yeah.
does giving your word mean? Nothing. This world, you have to be paper and just Even they said, yeah, there isn't any amateur contract that doesn't exist. There's no. I said, and then Rajitha showed me that exists. Look here, 24-page paper. An amateur
Right.
contract is on the AIFF website. So why would I go? My father said, okay, I can give you a flight for tomorrow, but then he's going to go to Belgium and be uncertain about how do I come back, and Cochin is like really far also. It's like 3,000 kilometers, I don't know. And so it wasn't worth the risk. And I think also it's not me going for trials. I think I don't, it's just a bit not respectful to me. I think I don't want to go for trials, especially coming from Europe and then fronting me for trials. I think it should offer me a contract at least until end of the season, just something that allows me to show myself and have the certainty I'll be staying and that I'm a part of the team. I think as a trial player, especially coming from Europe, I don't know the language there. I think they speak English, but still it's a different culture. Even for me, from Punjabi, it's another world for me, and that's why. But still, like I said, I love the Manjapada. I would nothing be more than play in front of the Yellow Sea. That's all I want. Like the stadium is the best pitch in ISL, no competition, and I would just love to play that one day. And I hope maybe if they offer me a contract, I'll be the first to sign.
So like if I ask you about you've been seeing a few matches, I guess. So what you see, what has amazed you? Like, oh, this is happening in India. That's a good thing, because many of the people don't talk the way they have to about India regarding in terms of football. So what you have seen there has been any progress?
I mean, the Tector first team and the Delhi FC first team play in the I League 2, and I think that's a great league, and I think only India players can play there. So I think it's a really good platform for them to showcase themselves and just make a small step before you take a big step to go to the ISL and to just prove yourself. Quality wise, it's also decent. I think I saw the Mumbai City. Yeah, I saw the Mumbai City reserve team play against Tector, where Tector won 2-0. And yeah, I think I expected more from a team like Mumbai City, especially. And I think Tector just really played well that game and proved himself that they can play against big teams like ISL, teams like Mumbai City. And yeah, I supported the team because I trained with them. So it was good to see them win and just to see a first competitive game in India. But I expected much more from Mumbai City, especially with the funding they got. And they had I think 3-4 players from the ISL that have played in the ISL. I think that long striker was there. I don't know his name, from Mumbai City, the youngster.
Ayush Shikara, I think.
Ayush
Could be. And
Shikara.
also that I think he's from Manipur with like his blonde hair lately. Gurung something like that is his name.
ये नहीं ये अपना अरे मैंने वीडियो बनाया था वो कौन सा अरे यार
Yeah, the
मणिपुर से
the
नहीं
winger.
राइट विंगर अरे ये राजस्थान यूनाइटेड में था मैं उसका नाम
Yeah. He used to play in Rajasthan United. Yeah. मुझे नाम
he
याद
and
नहीं।
हार्दिक भट्ट both are in Rajasthan United and ये January transfer window में transfer हुए।
अच्छा।
Yes, so yeah, like I was saying, they were also playing. I just watched them play, and yeah, what kind of maybe it was also due to the pitch, maybe.
Gyanmar
Yeah, could be.
Nikum.
Yeah. Good player also. I saw him play, but yeah, but I think maybe because I said there was heavy rain the day before, that's why the pitch was a bit unplayable. Because what they did, the game was delayed like 4 hours because there was so much water on the pitch, or like with buckets throwing the water out, and it's like big pumps putting the water off, and still there was like this much water on the pitch. So I think that hindered their game style because I think they're like to pass Mumbai City. They're really a tactical team on that sense. So I think that was a bit difficult for them, but yeah, I think they have a lot of potential, and also I love the team. Also, Mumbai City. I think they have a partnership with Man City, like same group.
Yeah.
Yes. They are the sister club, like Girona in Spain, like New York City or Melbourne City.
Okay.
I think Girona is also I think officially clubbed with Manchester City, right?
Okay.
Thiren bhai, is it officially clubbed by Manchester City? I think Hiren bhai atak gaya.
Yes, they are a sister club.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll do the comments. I think I don't want
Yeah.
anybody to that has commented that we didn't reply. Maybe go
Most
back
of the
and
comments,
just
most of the comments are about your
Official.
club,
They
about
are
your
officially.
next.
They send some players to, you can say,
And Harry bhai, I think you're getting
play
stuck. You're getting stuck.
in
Harry,
G1.
but I think it's better you maybe restart or something because we it's hindering. We
Yeah,
can't hear anything.
you're getting stuck. Okay,
Okay, I think that's
like I
enough
said,
for.
like I said, most of the comments are regarding your next club when you're getting into the team, and also about your diet, which you already told about, and also there are many people who are trying to sign you up for their clubs, which they support, the clubs they support. One is Mohan Bagan, one is Mumbai City FC, and there are many talking about Kerala Blasters also, and there are talking about the other teams, like not the Indian clubs from outside.
Besiktas, I heard.
Yeah. Hello असद भाई वेलकम बैक मेरे भाई कैसे हो यार कैसे भाई so yeah, there is one bhai sign for Kokulam Kerala or Shrindi Deccan or else BFC or KBFC. Amateur contracts but two are for ISL. At least play one season in I League. You will also play in Super Cup and Durand Cup. Yes, bhai, like he mentioned, the thing about I League is it's very physical. It's too physical. There is less tactical, apt. They are like very rough also. The grounds are not that great. He meant that. So he is trying for an ISL club. But if there is no way, surely he'll, try to get in any club, which wants to snap him. And surely,
Personally, yeah.
yeah. And I think his profile and, his potential is great. And he can get into any ISL club easily. So let's see what happens on that note. And I think Harry Bhai again left us. I hope.
I think it's better that we just continue with two because it's a bit difficult with him leaving each other. Just tell him that next time he can continue when he has a stable network. Before with live, we need to ask him to send a screenshot of his network speed. If it's good, then he can join. Otherwise, he has to stay. He has to stay where he is. Just watch, maybe comment a bit.
Just a second. I'll set you up.
But yeah, I don't think I have to worry about anything. I'm still in the early ages of my career. I think I'm only 18, so I don't have any rush. And I still have a few years ahead of me. Just now focus on training and then see which teams approach me. Because like you said, my profile is really interesting for the teams. As I talk, even though I was just talking with the official of Mumbai City, we came across each other and just were talking about the pitch and something like that. Then a few things led to another. We talked about it, where do you play? I said I come from Belgium, and just giving my profile, he was like reasonably interested. I think as anybody would. But I'm not saying I'm going to play there or anything or this, but I talked to them and they found me interesting. That was what I can say. So yeah, because I said this, you're gonna see a picture of me linked to there, like a move like Fabriano Romano type people. Here we go.
Surely. So it's gonna be that very soon, I guess. The here we go will come before the next season. I hope that, and let's see what happens on that. And we will take some comments again.
Oh yeah, by the way, Musa, Ramadan Mubarak. I forgot to tell you.
Thank you. No, it's okay, bro. Thank you
and to
so
all my
much. Thank you so
Muslim
much.
friends are watching and brothers and sisters. Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. I actually thought of that to say to you in the beginning, but slipped my mind.
Yeah, I know it happens. It happens. It's normal. So everyone has their opinion regarding you, like about the club, about the development, about the diet and stuff. But you know exactly how you have been doing it for maybe now 4 or 5 years, and so like many years. There are many more years ahead. So in terms of development, how you see yourself, like how can you touch your potential, and what you're doing for that, and what are the outputs you are trying to put out there, And what are the regimes like? You any goals you have set for yourself in the next few years, in the next couple of years you want to do that?
First of all, I want to be recognized as a professional footballer. That's the main thing. I just want to, yeah, that's what my first dream was, just to become a professional footballer. And if I get that, and then I can start thinking about going to the national team, because the national team won't get me. And I'm a free agent. Which free agent plays for the national team? Like, not many. So I think I have to play in a league and just, yeah, people probably expect wonders from me just to get in a league and just gonna start scoring 5 goals just because I'm born in Europe and played it. But still, I think it's gonna be a challenge, and have to be everybody has to be reasonable. But I think I of course have another type of grassroots that I've been grown up in, another type of level of training. So I think once I get the hang of it, I could be really beneficial, and I make it to the ISL in the future. I'm confident about that. So I just have to work hard and just try to find a team first, and then get in the under 20s, just do camp maybe with the national team, and then step by step grow like every other player. It's not because I'm Europe, I'm just gonna skip every process and just be an ISL player tomorrow, and just have to equally work hard as other people and just deserve my chance to play and get in the team.
Yeah, and also the thing about you is right now, because yeah, I think Brijesh is asking, just a second, I forgot who was asking that. Chad F stuff is asking, are we seeing you in Delhi FC from next season?
Unlikely. That's not, it could be. I'm not saying no, but it's unlikely. I'm trying to, like, also Ranjit, his player now. He wants me to go beyond that, so he doesn't really want me to. But it could be. I think it's a really good platform for me to show myself. Also, I League too, but I prefer to, like he knows, use my OCI card and play for an ISL reserve team or something like that, and just play Reliance Youth League.
That's the nice thing. So we'll take a few comments which have come on our way. Try in Round Glass Punjab. The Round Glass Punjab team has just got into the ISL scene, as they have been promoted from I League right now, and the team is doing very good. The team has been doing strides. Right now they are in all hot news. Everyone is talking about them. So how do you see? Have you been following Round Glass Punjab?
Yes, they are champions, and I think they're the first ever team to promote from I League to the Indian Super League, and that's just like a big achievement also for them, and just to congratulate them. And like they're from my state, Punjab, and just it will feel like home if I'm playing there. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, like teams like Northeast United, even around Gus Punjab, that are just in the league or like in the lower end of the teams. Not saying they're gonna do not gonna do good or bad or anything in next season, but like I probably get more chance to get game time in those teams. So I could also take an approach like that. I could also go like for a Caleb Blossom thing that I also really like. So depends on my approach and how I mature as footballer and what I think is the best for me at the moment. So yeah, I would love to play there. Also, it's I think Ranjit Bajaj's previous club which he sold. So yeah, everything can happen. So yeah, you never know. But I would love to play there as my home team,
Right,
as I'm Punjabi.
right.
Yeah.
So there was like, hello Triman bhai, can take my name, so I will save this and post it when you are famous. So yeah,
What is his name? What is his name?
Azan Mardi says, hello Triman, bhai, take my name, so I will save this and post it when you are famous. His name is Aizan.
Aizan Mardi.
Yeah,
Hello, Aizan Mardi. Thank you for all the support, and I appreciate your comment. And hopefully, once I'm famous in a few years, maybe earlier, you can post and brag about it. I think you even now you can post about it. It's still before it blows up, you can post about it. No problem.
yeah, exactly. So what are your views on new generation of Indian football players? Asks Brijesh Devi.
Um, I I haven't met a lot of them because now I play with mostly senior players, with not as young players. I trained like 1 week with under 17s of the minerva, so I cannot just give you a wrong opinion. So can't tell a lot about it. I think here the kids at minerva are really nice to me, and I can tell you they're nice, but can't tell how they are with mentality. I haven't been exposed to that many players of my age actually.
Right.
But like I said in the beginning, it's mainly about the coaching instead of the talent of the players. I think they're really talented, just about the training level.
Right. So the next comment is India next it's for me India next match along with Triman Bhai. We are trying on that. We are working on that. If Triman Bhai is free, surely we'll be doing a watch along with him, and seeing his perspective, his point of view on the international team also.
28, yeah.
Yeah, on
I
28th.
think,
So
yeah.
I hope that in future two strikers, Shivasakti and Triman Ranvir, will play for India like Sunil Chhetri and JJ Lal Piccolo used to. Oh, Fauji says here, it's a very good thing that he's hoping in future that we will play with the two striker formation, in which one side you see Shivasakti. I hope you know Shivasakti from Bangalore FC, and
Yeah.
so one side Shivasakti and one side Triman Ranvir, and it will be like Sunil Chhetri and JJ Lal Piccolo.
Yeah. Actually, think I can say, if you know Manveer Singh, I think he's also one of my favorite players also because he's a Punjabi. Like even before I know Minerva and know Ranjit sir, I really admired him also because I wanted to play for the national team, and just him having the same last name as me, Singh, and also being Punjabi Sikh like me, it was just great to see and just want to be like him. And I think potential-wise he's really good, and also congratulations to him for winning the ISL. And I got good luck for me that Ranjit sir is also he's his player, and he's coming for the off season in Minerva just to train here, and I can do individual trainings with him, so I can learn from him, and he will be coaching me and learning and teaching me how it is to play in India. So I have a good guide for me.
Right.
Thanks to Ranjit sir, he arranged that for me. So yeah, I'll be spending a few training sessions with him in the coming month.
Right. Being humble is important, right, for a footballer, and you are that, my friend. So I wish you is saying being humble is very important. Try it for a footballer, and you are being humble, so that's a very good thing.
Thank you,
Yeah.
brother.
See, Gurkurit is also 18, 19. You can do it if you have good potential. Brijesh Devi is saying that Gurkurit is also playing in the ISL, and like he's saying that if you have good potential, you can easily make it into the ISL. And I think that's why Triman Ranvir is holding up, and he's just trying to get into an ISL team. And it's just been a couple of weeks. I think he's in India. It will take.
I mean, maybe he's 18, but otherwise he's more physical than me, and that sense I think he can. I need to be a bit physically stronger on that side, but it's not the most important thing because you have like players like Hakim Ziyech also that are like really thin and they can also play and perform. So it just depends. I have to work on that, and physicality is not my best trait, and I'm just being openly and honest about that, and I'm gonna have to work for that. So look, there are like two types of players, like players that are reach a potential like when they're like 17, 18, like Ronaldo is. But then you have a player like Jesse Lingard, who wasn't that at the age of 18 or 19. He was like a late bloomer, like a
Yeah.
flower. Like I don't know which coach I said. I think Sir Alex or another coach said that.
No, it was
Some
Mourinho,
players are
I guess.
late flowers.
Mourinho, or I think
Yeah,
Ole,
Mourinho
someone
could be.
from
Yeah,
the, yeah.
he said, and I think it's a really good statement that some players are just reach their prime a bit later or just they start to blow short their qualities like 25, 24. Not saying I will. It doesn't mean he's at 18 years old playing there that I have to be, or it's a difference of situation. He has another routes and taken, and I have another one. So it all depends on that. But yeah, he's a great player. He's also Punjabi. I think he is. Gurpreet Singh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been following also for a while. So yeah, he's a great player. I admire his work really well, and I would also would love to play like him, yeah, in the ISL one day.
राइट भाई कितना टाइम लगेगा इंडियन टीम से खेलने के लिए? सुबल भाई, इंडियन टीम से खेलने के लिए बहुत टाइम है. ही फर्स्ट ही नीड्स टू गेट द पासपोर्ट. उसके बाद उनको एक क्लब में खेलना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद इंडियन टीम में उनका इंजेक्शन हो सकता है. उसके लिए थोड़ा सा वक्त लगेगा, एटलीस्ट वन ईयर मेरे हिसाब से. उसके बाद वी कैन थिंक अबाउट Triman Ranvir getting into the national team. So there is a lot of time for that. So we'll just see. So one more thing I want to ask you. So now every day, how you train? It's like every day in the week, or there is a break time, there is some rest time?
No, I trained every day until I have I think like one time because the pitch wasn't playable, then we had just in gym session. So I've been training consistently, and today I had a really great training session with the Delhi FC today. Like yesterday I had with Tektro, so I just been spending time with both squads, just getting to know everybody, and everyone is really nice to me. The players are welcoming, and they didn't treat me anything bad or anything, and they were like everybody's nice to me and helping me adjust. And if I don't understand, they always help and teach me.
That's the great thing. That's the great thing. So
Yes,
uh,
really professional. Yeah.
yeah, that's a really professional thing to do if someone from outside is just coming into the footballing scene, and you have to help
Yes.
them out, and that's, I think that's what they are doing, being professional. So
Yes.
what was the best thing you liked about India in these couple of weeks?
Exactly what I'm doing now. This the thing I really love. Like mainly the fans. I mean, if you talk about activity in India, just learning and just being in a different environment, I like. I haven't stayed, like my previous experiences with clubs. I haven't stayed in a club longer than 2 years, ever.
Yeah,
I like to change my environment. Some people say it works against me. Some people think it's a good thing, changing your environment and being in a hostile environment for yourself and just grow there. But some players play better in one club and just keeping the same environment. But yeah, for me, I like to change where I am, and like now I'm in India, so I think it's in the benefit of me, and I think everything like we are now live, we speaking, and 250 people. I didn't imagine that in ever actually. I thought maybe 100 people maximum, because last time we had like 50, 60,
yeah, yeah.
even like maybe less, and then now they're like I think 300 people. So I didn't even imagine crossing 100. So yeah, that's absolutely amazing, and it shows that there are a lot of people behind me and helping me and supporting me. So I think each day I'm getting close to my goal and just gaining a lot of fans and followers along the way, and think that will be really useful in the future. And I want to thank everybody for that.
I think they'll always back you up. They'll always back you up. Just you have to like keep on working hard, reach your potential, keep scoring those goals, and surely the fans will rally behind you, and they will make sure that they're always having your back and stuff. Because see, we Indians, we always tend to love everyone who comes in, comes and across us, and we are always giving love to everyone. And we, like, right now we are expecting a lot, like in terms of footballing, we are expecting a lot from you. I think not only me, the ones who are in the chat also, they are just expecting you just get injected into that Indian national team, fill in the holes which we have right now in the national team. Not only in the national team, also in the clubs. Few clubs need you very badly. So because we need a, like I said, out striker and a proper number 9, a proper guy who can score a lot of goals for India. Because the one who used to do that is getting old. The legend will retire in a couple of years, maybe not 1, maybe 2 years he will be retiring. So we need someone to fill in the boots. We have a lot of potential, we have a lot of players who can do that, but they are not living up to the hype. You see, we take a lot of names, but if you see their stats, it's awful, it's appalling. I can say that, being an Indian national team fan. So I think that's the thing. That's why people are always trying to ask you when you're getting in the international team or then the clubs, right?
Yes, I'll do my best to be there as soon as possible, ASAP. But the thing is, I still need some time, especially coming from Belgium, like everybody knows, and coming from Europe. Even though Belgium and Netherlands is so close to each other and just neighboring countries, same language, it still took me like 4 months to adapt to the Netherlands football system and philosophy. And just imagine how different and difficult it will be for me in India. So I just want to ask everybody to have patience with me. I don't expect wonders in the beginning, but I know I have the potential, and I know what I can achieve. So I hope everybody just have the patience in me and have sabr, like
Yeah,
we say, in me. And I think I can do. I will do my best for the country, and I will do everything I can just to get to the first team, and just hope we can even play in the World Cup. That's the ultimate dream, like I said. And I think speaking about it can maybe encourage other people also doing the same thing, and just everybody has a chance, and just work hard and just talk about Indian football. That will be beneficial, and just every fan counts. And I think everybody that supports the national team, like Sunil Chaudhary said, go watch the games, go support the team, and your stone will be counted. And so yeah, your efforts will be counted for.
surely.
So
Yeah,
everybody, just thank you for that. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yes, it will be counted. It will be always counted. If you're putting in the efforts, it won't go unnoticed. वर्सेस भाई ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी अफ्रीका के प्लेयर्स खेल रहे हैं, तो इंडिया में सिटी कम्युनिटी है, तो वहाँ से फिर लैक ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वही इंडिया के जो ग्रोथ को हैम्पर कर रही है. एंड इट्स अ बैड थिंग, आई नो, बट मे बी इन फ्यूचर इट विल चेंज. सुबल भाई, Genjal is asking, Mr. Bhai, when is the FC versus Jamshedpur FC playoff for ACL? It's on April 4th. April 4th को खेला जाएगा. It will be played between Mumbai City FC and Jamshedpur FC. April 4 मतलब next week ही खेला जाएगा भाई. The slot for the AFC Champions League, he's asking the slot because we have only one slot this year for AFC Champions League,
Yeah.
and it will be played between Mumbai City FC and Jamshedpur FC. So he was just asking about that. So do you follow? Brijesh is asking views on Himanshu Jangra.
My thoughts.
Yeah, your thoughts on Himanshu Jangra.
I don't know if you know. I actually met him personally. He was here. I've met him this time also, and the last time a month ago when I came. And yeah, he's really nice to me. Actually, I've spent an hour talking with him one time, one-on-one, what the regisseur arranged for me, and he gave me really, really good advice. And yeah, he really helps me on that, and we keep in touch. We message often, and yeah, if I need any advice, I know who to go to. Especially, he's the captain of the under 20 team of India. So he's I could say he's my friend. Good to know that, and he's really nice to me, and I can only learn from him. And hopefully one day we play in the same pitch.
Right. So how do you see his gameplay?
I haven't seen him play live. I've seen YouTube videos about him, and he's really fast and strong player. And yeah, he's a lot of potential, and he scores goals for under 20 team. And I think every player that the register has laid his eyes on have made it. And I think I think you could say he also made it as a professional footballer and plays for the national team. That's a really good like accomplishment. And I think now knowing that I'm next in line and I have the potential to become even half the player that he is one day, hopefully. And it's really gonna be an awesome experience. And I hope I can make Ranjit proud that he is invested in me and saw the potential in me and letting me stay in the hostels last time, and now letting me stay in my room and allowing me to train with his first teams and keeping the faith in me. And he understands it will take a while, and he has a patience in me, and I'll be accomplishing big stuff in the future. So all thanks to him that I'm sitting here and talking to all the Indian football fans. So I hope you guys also show love to him and appreciate him, because he also gets hate a lot for no reason. I don't know. People message me, yeah, don't talk to him. He's bad, this and that. I don't believe in this all nonsense. He's a really good person. He's promoting Indian football like no other. He's motivated and wants the best for the national team, and he invests in Indian football like no other person does. And he's carrying Punjabi football all on his own. So we all need to respect him on that. So yeah.
Totally. The thing about India right now is there are a lot of people who are trying to work for Indian football, but there are some negative energies that negative people also who are trying to disregard their work, disregard their hard work. It's not only about Mr. Ranjit, it's about some few people who are really working hard in the background, like some journalists, also some people who are trying to push Indian football on Twitter, on Instagram, on other website, their blogs, but some people are just there to disregard their hard work. It just takes
even me,
yeah, even you, you're doing yours.
I've received some few negative comments and opinions, and not directly, but still comments, and that people are talking about me in a negative way. But like my father explained me really good, is that even if everybody likes you, there will always be a person that doesn't like you or has something bad to say, and those people are there, and they're jealous of your accomplishment, and they don't want to see you well. And he said that don't worry about it, just focus on the positive sides, and hate is gonna hate, but you have to just work hard. Like they were saying that they're saying I just came for PR reasons. Why would I give my passport away for a PR? Why would I sacrifice that? If I want a PR, I could stay in Europe, where the football is bigger than India. So yeah, for those people saying I just came for fame and that sort of stuff, that's absolutely insane.
Now, some people don't understand the logic behind giving up your passport, trying to play for a country, your home country. I mean, like your roots belong here. You're trying to do a very good thing. But some people think that because the social media has made them think like that, I guess. Because many people on social media are trying to just act up, trying to do PR and stuff like that. So I think there are many people who will be throwing hate at you. There are many people who will be trying to demotivate you sometimes. There are many people who want to disregard your hard work also. But if you ask me, if you ask anyone in the chat, there will be only one thing they would say, that keep on working, keep on doing your great work. Everything's going to fall into pieces, right? where to follow Triman on social media. I'll be posting all the Triman Ranvir's social media in the description box, after this, live stream ends. So you can go there and, start to follow him there.
Sure. I'll also mention it the one time here. It's my Instagram handle is Triman.Ranvir7 and my Twitter is Triman Ranvir9. So that's the most social media I have. Not use Facebook that much. My YouTube channel is Triman Ranvir. You'll find it. I have some videos
it's in
I
the
posted
description.
on that.
You can go in the description and you can find it. Yeah.
Mostly highlights videos on there and just updates on articles and just that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's interesting content coming on the way. I have a live stream planned with Musabai to watch the Indian national team play. So that's also going to be interesting. I hope all of you guys tag along and see my European perspective on the Indian national team live. So let's see. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest with the thing. I'm not going to hold.
Yeah, it's you should be very brutally honest about that. Let's say देखिए तो
Actually, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
What's actually your thoughts on Igor Stimac saying that Indian fans were like not singing or something like that? They were dead all the game.
He comes from Europe, okay? I'd say I'd be brutally honest. He comes from Europe. He thinks we are also Europeans. I don't know what he thinks about us. But the problem with India and the fans is it's very simple. I am sitting in a stadium, the game should be high intensity. Like the attack should be on tights, not you are doing attack in 20 minutes, you are holding the ball. You are doing the next attack in 20 minutes, then you are holding the ball. How can you expect me to keep on chanting for 90 minutes when the game is very slow? You can't expect that from, right? So I think the comment from a coach, a manager like Igor Stimac is this is not right. You see, first of all, the Indian crowd doesn't come to the ground to watch football matches, and here in the Northeast we saw massive crowd turnout, and it was like massive. The crowd was filled with people, and you see that ground. The sitting arrangement is done very far from the ground. It doesn't give you a proper, what do they say, a proper taste of Indian football, right? But still, people came and sat and they were enjoying the match. So you should be happy for that people came, people are watching us, people are enjoying the game. You should be happy for that. But instead of that, you are disregarding the hard work that people did because people have traveled from West Bengal, people have traveled from Maharashtra, people have traveled from Goa, people have traveled from many other parts of the world, parts of India, and still you are saying that they were not loud enough, they were not great. So I think so. It's not fair. The comments coming from the manager. That's my perspective. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I think you're spot on about that. I think if how can you expect somebody to chant if the game started slow? If you think there's no action, you cannot enjoy yourself. It's just you can't force emotions. I think, and football is all about emotions. So that's what my point. I don't have anything bad to say about him personally, but maybe that comment wasn't that
the right thing to say. Yeah.
You were also saying something about Punjabi or comment. I didn't.
Right. Like the comment is normally Punjabis have a big hand in Indian football and cricket. So let's see what you're gonna do. The expectation is very high, Triman. Let me tell you that the expectation is really, really high because I think the people from Punjab who has set the bars very up, up here, because we have had fantastic football players from Punjab. We had fantastic cricketers from Punjab. We had great hockey players from Punjab, legendary hockey players from Punjab. We had great, every sport, it was dominated from Punjab because we know how the people from Punjab are, how physically fit, how strict they are, and how working a different kind of mentality Punjabis have. So that's the great
warrior
thing.
Spirit.
Yeah. It's like the breed is made up of warriors. So we are expecting the same from you. So let's see. त्रिमान रणवीर को भी विक्रम का सेलिब्रेशन करना चाहिए गोल के बाद. The Vikram celebration, the one
against collab.
The one with the Rashford celebration. You mean to say?
One day,
the mentality. Triman bhai, what's your view on Changte? Have you seen Changte play?
Yeah, he scored. I think it was your top other scored. I'm not sure. I forgot. One of those two players scored against Myanmar. No.
No, he was involved in duels, but he didn't create, or I think, yeah, he didn't create or score, but he was.
I'm to be honest, I'm not that. I heard his name come across lately more. I'm not that aware. I'm not gonna lie and say he's probably a good player, but I don't know much about him. I think which club did he play for? I'm not sure.
He played for Mumbai FC.
Okay.
Okay. Himanshu Jangra, Gurpreet Singh Sandhu, Manveer Mehtab. So these are the names which have come from Punjab and did great in Indian football.
Really?
So they are expecting the same. FIFA World Cup 2026 में इंडिया खेलेगा. Ranjit bhai, I hope our team plays, but it's very difficult. It's not easy. Currently जो हमारी टीम की हालत है वो हिसाब से तो नहीं खेल पाएगा. But let's see in future what happens. Okay, we are just hoping कि India plays.
It's not beneficial that there are like 48 teams, so that improves the chances a lot. But still, 48. I don't think we're in the 48 best teams in the world. Maybe not in the 84. So it's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, there is a lot of hard work to do. It's not easy. It's really not easy. So SC11 is saying that Triman Ranvir, what exactly is this one? Okay, I need to make it. Triman Ranvir ko bye bolo. He looks tired. Are you tired, bro? You look like people are saying you look a little bit tired. I think you came you came from this training, and that's why you're looking tired.
Yeah.
Just 10-15 minutes more, and we will just move on.
Yes.
Asad Play says, "Bhai, I'm back." Hare Asad Bhai, welcome back, Asad Bhai. Kya hal hai Asad Bhai mere? So I want you to give me some insights on what you plan next to do. I mean, like next few months. Suppose next 2-3 months. What are your plans?
Mainly training. Really just getting the hang of Indian football and just keep training and getting myself prepared and just top fit. And that's the plan. Just focus on training. Everything around that is now extra. Also looking for a club, but just want to be prepared and just so I can play next season. It has been 3 months since my last competitive game, so I'm really rusty now, so it's gonna take some time.
So I want to ask you a few questions about the club, the clubs you like, and I know you have called out Kerala Blaster, you have called out Mumbai City FC, called out Northeast FC also. I want to make a collage, a video, a different video. I want this segment to be a different video, where you talk about Indian clubs and say your thoughts on Indian clubs. But before that, I want to take a comment from Genjulin. He's saying, no, before that, I want to take the comment from Subal Sarkar. Bhai से पूछो कौन सा celebration अच्छा लगता है? Which celebration do you like the most? Personally, I think it's all heat of the moment, right?
Yeah, you cannot judge it, but I think some players have their like Ronaldo have their signature one. I still have to make my signature one, maybe the top beat, like the Punjabi style. Maybe we can do it one. But I think mostly what I do, I just go to the person that assisted me and just hug him and just with my team celebrate it together. I do
That's
the most.
But yeah, if you're scoring regular, you need to make a signature move, like something Punjabi, something which the spectators can enjoy.
That's the one. That's this one probably. But then, when you're fans, it's another type of emotion. When you're just playing with your team, and like when youth level, I just go to the team that player that passed the ball to me, I just hug him or something. Just something casual. I'm not over dramatic on that.
Okay. We have quality players but no philosophy. That's been the problem with India. We really have quality players. To be honest, Triman, if you're, I know you have been watching very less Indian football, but if you watch Indian football in future, you will see that we have a lot of quality in players who have a lot of potential, but for some reason the philosophy is lacking. The coaching is lacking.
There's no philosophy.
Yeah,
I don't see philosophy, and there's no philosophy. There's no, each team has his own way of playing. There's no Indian way of playing, and if I think about the Indian way of playing, is just kick the ball forward and inshallah, I don't know, just kick the ball and see what happens.
That's the thing. Just vibes. No guide, just vibes. It's like that.
Yeah.
So I hope that changes very soon. I hope that really changes very soon, because I think we have a batch of players who have a lot of good potential, who can really pull it off. At least the in the AFC Championship, which is coming up, the AFC Cup. The AFC, also the AFC, I think what is called the Olympics. we
Oh,
can
yeah.
do good, yeah, because it's under 23. The team is going very, the team is very good. We have great players in the under 23s, which can really pull off miracles. We have a huge potential in some of the players. So Jeff, if there is a little philosophy, injected in the team, because I know the under 23 team will be coached by, Ego Stamai. No hard feelings. No, I don't want to badmouth against him always, because I'm doing that in every video. But I just want the team to play like a squad, no individual, because I don't like to see individual quality always, because it's
Yeah.
been the scenario of Indian football, day in, day out. So I just want to see some philosophy from that, right? So
Yeah.
that's
Also
it.
knowing that Igor Simic has visited the Minerva Academy, and also like a context a friend of Ranjit sir has. So I think if I find a club and he can put a good word in for me, and I have a chance to play maybe, but I still have yet to prove a lot, and hopefully he sees that in me, and hopefully he's heard my name. I don't know. I don't think so yet, but that's all the fans work. So if you put a good word in for me, maybe he hears me.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
yeah,
would love to play for the under
yeah,
23.
exactly. It's right now it's all about working on the field and working outside of the field also.
Yeah.
Football is run in this way. So I think like I said, you have quality, and surely you will be in the Indian national team setup very, very soon. Maybe in the next not two, in a year you can be in the
Maybe next year,
like,
could
yeah,
be,
maybe
could
next
be.
year, yeah, could be. Anything can happen, right? So like I said, there is a question. It is a very, very good question. When did you start playing football? At what age you started playing football?
I started when I was starting football, like when I was just a baby. I think when I was just starting playing when I was really young. But my first official starting playing football when my club wise was around 11, 12, which is actually quite late, Europe wise. But because most players that play football started at the age of 6 or 7 years old, under 8, under 7s, under 6, and then they start playing. And like child football, we call it peuter football in Belgium. So I'm not sure how you say it in English, but yeah, toddler football, I think. I didn't play that. I started at my 12 years old, so that's a bit late compared to other players, but still had a, and I actually played in the lowest division of Belgium, lowest, like the worst club of Belgium officially. I played there.
Mm-hmm.
From going from there to where I am now, I'm playing against Bundesliga team and like another high level Netherlands team, and like from Denmark first division teams, and going to Sweden, going to Finland, playing in India, Belgium, Spain. It just like shows that everybody can start from the bottom. So yeah, it's just the
So
thing
it's
is for
all
me, it's
about,
not about
I think.
quality. It's just about perseverance, and I just didn't stop. And I think every year, this is more the reason to not to stop. I think if I stop now, it's more a shame. I stop next year, it's double more the reason why I shouldn't. And I think just I think continuing is the most important thing if you want to be a footballer, and just not stop and just work hard.
Yeah,
So
working
dedication is
hard
the
is the
most
key. I
important
guess
thing. No
working hard
cliche.
is the key. Yeah, push your limits,
Yeah.
work hard. That's the main key of this
People think
footballing
it's
world.
cliche. It's cliche to hear, but it's that. I think a lot of players just stop for reasons or other motives or like another motivation, or they want to do this and that. You have to be focused on one thing and just keep grinding on that.
Right. So like I said, I want to do a segment where where I take the club's name, and you say
Yeah,
what's great about it, and
sure.
what's the best thing
I'll
you like
try my
about it.
best.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
I'll try
So
my best.
first
I'm not that
I'll go with Mumbai City FC.
the kid. I love. I really like the kid. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If I say the best team, it's my favorite kid of the league.
Okay.
The light blue.
Bengaluru.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bengaluru FC.
Mm, counter attack, fast.
Yeah, fast
I
counter
think they
attack.
play really well. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. Um, Northeast United FC.
Uh, Benjamin, my friend captain, Belgian captain that played there. He's the reason I like the. I've been following the club, so it's all thanks to him.
Okay. East Bengal FC.
Himanshu Dangra playing there. Yeah.
Yeah, Mohan Bagan Super Giants. Right? The ATK Mohan Bagan is now Mohan Bagan Super Giants. So
Yeah. Manveer Singh, and now that they are champions, so I support Manveer Singh and following him. So that's more the reason to like the club. So yeah.
okay, Hyderabad FC.
I don't know much. The fan base, it's quite electrifying to see them play. I
Yeah, they
like to
have
watch them.
got very few fan bases, but they are very electric when they are playing on the home ground, especially.
Yeah, yeah, and I like the logo, the badge, and the yellow kit is
Yeah,
also good to see.
yeah,
And
right.
yeah, it's a nice club also. Yeah,
Goa FC.
Anurali, of course,
Of
I
course,
love to
Anwar
see him. Yeah, I like them. Yeah,
Yeah. So
great
now,
beaches also.
yeah, great beaches also,
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. Kerala Blasters FC.
fan base, Manchapada. This Manchapada,
And what about now round glass Punjab?
Punjab. It's in Punjab. It's my hometown. It's my team. So and also previous club of Ranjit sir. So the more the reason to support it. And they're like the underdogs probably because they are from the I League. So love to see how they play next season.
Yeah. So one club you would love to join. Suppose there are every club is giving you offers. Suppose this is a scenario. Every club is giving you offers, and one club you would love to join. And why is that?
Yeah, I answered this question. I think I'll throw it 5 times. You know what I'm gonna say. Caleb Blasters,
And the reason is
Manjipada.
so the main
Like
reason is the fans
this
because yeah,
is the
okay.
atmosphere. Yeah, the atmosphere. That's the main reason why you play. I think the what drives me now is the people watching now. So I think that's just to play in front of like I don't know how 30,000, 40,000 people each week. So why not? I think that's just a great exposure to have and just an European football experience that we have in India. So I think that's the best fan base in the world and the biggest fan base in especially in Asia also because of now Al Nassr is number one I think with Insta following and that's also because just
Because of
Ronaldo. So I
Ronaldo,
think
yeah.
yeah that doesn't count for me. I think Majapahla is number one. I would love to play in Kerala. Also really great beaches there too. So
Yeah, yeah. Kerala has a lot of great beaches. Kerala has a lot of good, I think hill stations. There are many great, resorts
nature,
and stuff. Yeah,
nature,
nature, very
climate.
close to
Yeah.
nature, and also it's called God's own country. It's both for that
Oh
reason.
really?
Yeah, yeah. It's called God's own country. For
Yeah.
that
If
reason,
if
yeah.
they sent me the flight, I would have been there, but they didn't. So yeah, we're waiting on that.
Okay, so yeah. I would ask you a last question before we wrap this interview up.
Yes.
The journey you have traveled from Belgium, to India, is it worth it?
I cannot. My journey has yet to start, so cannot say that. I think like support was yes until now. I've I've been missing home a lot, but I didn't have any regrets till now. But I cannot say what I have to say about the future. But I think I can give you a proper answer after a few years, and once I've achieved it, or if I didn't. But I think until now I've made a sacrifice, and I think without sacrifice and without risk, there's no reward. Like Ranjit sir taught me, without risk, there's no reward, and he keeps saying me that, and I think he thinks I what I did is a really good thing, and also the sacrifice has to be noted for, and I think a lot of other players that are from European countries or North America or anything can take an like I don't know he's saying in English like an idea from me and just like a being a role model type for them. And even though I make it or not, it's another thing. But just giving up your passport and doing that for your own country, I think a lot of people can take notes on that and just try to do it also and just sacrifice and for your country.
It's a big thing, to be honest, to be doing this,
Yeah,
and I can't be more thankful that you have taken this path, and you have are doing your best to play for India, trying to
yes.
get in the team and stuff like that. So I think I just can wish you all the best, and I
Thank you, brother.
just we'll be
Just
in touch. We'll be
let's see if you
talking.
have any questions. Let's see if you have any questions last, and if you want to say questions, we have a few minutes before we leave, so that we
Uh,
can.
yeah,
I don't
sure.
want anybody missing out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why
So
I
I
want to
just
include
take
everybody.
we
So if anybody has
it was
questions,
all
let
about
them know.
there are many comments, but it's all about your next club. It's all about when you're getting in the national team, because everyone is thinking about it. um yeah, it was all about that. It was all about your next
Sure.
club. It's about who is the best coach. Someone asked who is the best coach. I think I didn't ask you that who is the best coach in terms, which coach you like to work in India, and also which coach do you think is great outside of India?
Outside of yeah, also Rajit sir, like there's a difference between a coach and a trainer. Trainers like who gives you training, and a coach is who teaches you like lessons. A coach could be anything outside football and in football. So I think I have a really good friend of mine. He was my agent before. His name is Charlie Chance, and he's a really good friend of mine now. We keep in touch, and he gives me really good advice. We call a few times a week. So I really want to thank him for everything he has done actually, and also Ranjit sir, who is now like my mentor for me, and at the moment he's doing a lot for me. So I also appreciate him, and my father, like is such of my family, and I all appreciate those people.
Yeah, right. So there was one comment regarding which formation do you like? Which formation do you like to play in?
4-3-3, 3-5-2. I like those two most.
Okay.
One thing, boy, bro, come on second. I want to thank one person really because he made everything for me easy, and I want to include him. What's your name, brother? Sumandar, he's one of the staff in Minerva, and
Uh-huh.
he's been sitting here. If I need anything, he was here for me, and he just sat quietly for an hour. So I want to thank him, and he's
Thank you
helped
so
me
much,
for my
Meera bhai.
stay
Thank
and
you so
everything.
much.
He's saying thank you.
Thank you so much. I think he understands Hindi.
Yeah, but I have my headphones on now. But yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
but yeah, I
So
want to appreciate everybody and the other people
yeah,
of
it's
Minerva
it's
staff
really
that
great
are
that you
helping me.
want to do
Yeah,
that, because it's very hard, uh, in
300 people have just seen you. 300.
yeah, that's what we can do, just thank him because he's been doing that, and
Yes,
also
sir.
being patience, and being you being humble. That's a very great thing, and I see, because I believe in humble people, and I've always been, a believer, and I think you have been doing your job, and I hope that, in the future you get proper club where you can play to your potential, and put your game out, and be a Picasso of Indian
Thank you.
football. I'm just waiting for that someone to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just hope that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. I
So
appreciate everybody tagging along and everybody who's supported me in this journey and who's going to support me in the future. And I hope I can prove everybody that's been hating on me lately, prove them wrong. And all the people that doubted me and said I'm doing this for PR, and show what I really can, and to the other people and my family to make them proud. And you, of course, my brother. Thank you for
of course,
everybody
man, of
watching.
course. Like I said, guys, I'll be putting the links of his Instagram handle and Twitter handle in the description. You can follow. There will be a video I'll be uploading very soon, and you can just watch it, and जो भी इंस्टा का हैंडल होगा and ट्विटर का हैंडल होगा उसमें मैं डाल दूंगा, तो वहाँ पे जाके you can follow him, and get in touch with him. If he is free, he can reply your questions. If you have any questions also, surely we'll do that. And also don't forget that we'll be doing a watch along very soon, maybe on Harry Bai's channel. It's on 28th, so surely we'll be
Yes.
doing that. And also don't forget, subscribe करना ना भूलना. Don't forget to like, and also comment down
Take care.
below your जो भी आपके suggestions and stuff like that. And also don't forget to visit Khel Corner. I'll be uploading a blog on Triman Ranvir on Khel Corner. So that's it. Until next time. Bye bye.